because it's, you know, there's been recently some interesting drama surrounding it. But I mentioned it before we started, the Stanley Cups, and not the hockey kind. I'm talking about.
That's what I thought you were talking about at the beginning.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, "What? You've never talked about hockey?"
Like I'm just. I want to make a whole topic of the podcast about you. You know,
that's right. I thought it was
it's
like
there.
Stanley
They've
Cup.
got it.
Like I
have
guess
you seen the size of this cup that they get if you win? We should go into hockey.
So there's a cup.
Yeah, but if you go back to the
like
images,
thermos,
there was one.
right?
There's this pink one. There it is. This one. These sold out Target travel mugs. They're selling for $200 on eBay. These cups, but I've seen videos on TikTok of people fighting each other, like Black Friday fighting over these.
That's absurd.
Yeah, look up
That's
like
absurd.
Stanley Cup Target fight or something.
Well,
I want to see these people
Black
fight.
Friday shopping about
Why
a
do
decade
people
ago,
want them
Target
so much?
shoppers fighting to get
Look at
their
these
hands on the
losers.
limited edition Valentine's Day Stanley Cup.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
so
called
lame.
the
That's so
Quencher
fucking lame.
H2.0
It's a limited edition Valentine's Day
Flow
Stanley
tumbler.
Cup. It's still
These
January
Target
when we're
exclusive
recording this.
tumblers come in Cosmo
This
Pink
came out
and Target
this
Red.
came out 3
It is
weeks
part
ago.
of the store's Galentine's collection. They cost about $45, and they're sold out online and across Target stores nationwide since their initial launch on December 31st.
Oh, you think they're all resellers?
Do they
Of
do anything
course, yeah.
special? They light up. What do they
Yeah,
do?
yeah. So there's people are freaking out over these Stanley Cups, dude, and it's like I think it's slightly connected in with like they're basically Yeti cups. Like you've got a Yeti,
Yeah.
surely. I'm sure Jschlatt's got a Yeti.
Yes,
We all know
I have
about
a
Yeti.
Yeti.
We're boys. We know about the boy product, which is. I mean, to be granted, the original Stanley was like the Stanley thermos, and all that. Is that your Stanley Cup?
It's a knockoff that Emma
Oh,
doesn't
wow.
put down.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice to stay hydrated and stuff, but people are doing like ridiculous stuff to these Stanley Cups.
I feel like women get a new cup every year.
Oh yeah.
Year before it was a hydro flask, right? Like, what do you guys
true.
just stick to a single fucking water bottle? You can
Had this one
reuse
for a
it.
decade.
And I'll tell you, I have a Stanley cup.
I'll be honest, I've thought about getting one too.
Ted would have one. No, last year it was the gallon jug.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was. It was.
I had
And
one of those gallon
year before
jugs.
it was a hydro
Yeah, because
flask.
Ted follows the girl drink.
No, my
trend.
sister had one, and I was like, I'd love to have one of those. Okay, you got to understand. I was drinking so much water when I had that gallon jug right by my desk. And the only reason I don't have it anymore is because I was taking it with me on the road one day. And I'm an idiot. And I did like the classic put the coffee on top of the car thing. Except there was this gallon of water in this giant plastic thing. And so I'm turning out of my apartment. Thing falls off. I hear a giant crash. There's a flood in the road, essentially, with just plastic bits everywhere. So I had to like get out of my car and just like sheepishly like just pick up the shards of this giant plastic bottle. But yeah, no, the gallon things were a thing, and then it was the hydro flasks, and now it's. What are you looking at? You want to get in that closet, you freak? God.
Any audio listener might think you're talking to one of us.
Oh yeah, well.
So I actually have the Stanley one with the straw. There's a little flip up that like connects this straw that sits inside the tumbler.
Yeah.
The straw is fucking gross.
Is it really?
Yeah, it gets gross after a couple days. Oh my God, Jambo. Can you stop, dude? Dude, our cats are fucking stealing the show today. Get off the computer. It's gross. It's hard to clean. Either my dishwasher sucks or the straw itself just sucks because it's fucking gross.
These Stanley Cup talkers, it's like all over TikTok, and they're doing a bunch of like fucking shit to their cups. They're putting little snack trays on it. Like they've got, look at this. See, she's got a snack tray where she's got like a handful of popcorn, a handful of cashews, a handful of Doritos, like maybe like, and she's just sitting in her bed sipping on it. Like, is she sipping on water? Or is it just like, I feel like they're putting like soda and stuff in there now.
Fucking gross.
It's out of control.
Top, and you can
She
fill it with
sounds
4
like the
different types of your
text-to-speech
favorite
voice.
snacks. Tags.
It's not even secured properly on the cup. It's
Yeah, no,
sideways.
it's like
Look
You
at the
have
fucking
crumbs
thing.
in
over.
that bed.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We
So,
should invent the next cup that women go crazy over next year.
I mean, I guess the reason why all these cups do really well is just because they keep things cold. That's usually why. I think the personal appeal of this one, because I've got I've got a Yeti or two. The appeal of this one that I can definitely see is the straw aspect. Because sometimes when I'm drinking from the handle, but sometimes I feel like when I'm drinking from the Yeti, I'm like it's this big opening, and I'm like, I feel like I'm drinking from like a fucking god. Yeah, exactly. I feel like I'm drinking from a fucking.
What the fuck do you need a handle for? If
Little
there's a
itty-bitty
straw,
girl hands can't get
there's
around
a
this.
straw though. What's the handle for?
Yeah,
like,
you gotta understand
turning
it.
right?
Like, you gotta understand that, like, you know, the average woman is like 4'1", so it's like they've got like hands the size of like a Cabbage Patch doll, so they can't. They need the handle. They need.
If your hand was half the size of mine, this would be kind of hard to get at.
Yeah.
Let's design the next cup. Ted. What is our cup gonna have? It's gonna have a little
Self-cleaning straw.
2 handles,
2
self-cleaning
handles.
straw. Yeah, so you can,
What's that gonna fit in?
it'll be towards the top, so the cup can still fit in the car cup holder.
It'll have
A little snack tray, a
built-in
little
snack
saucer.
tray. Yeah.
Yes, built in, so that you don't need to buy shitty TikTok shop accessories.
Made of 100% lead.
Yes,
100% lead.
It slowly makes you dumber over time.
Okay. Can I just say the video that Tucker pulled up, our audio listeners love you to death, is literally just a person with a Stanley cup. The Stanley cups are for water. Like, they should be for water. This person's dumping a fucking.
You think all those
Coca-Cola.
chicks have water in there? No,
I don't
dude.
know what they have, but this person
I'd
dumped
say-
a fucking Coca-Cola in there, and then it's Doritos, fucking Sour Patch Kids
Dude,
popcorn with
I got some
M&Ms in it,
bad news,
and
dude.
cookies.
9 out of 10 chicks holding the Stanley Cup, Diet Coke in there.
You think
Diet
so?
Coke. Guarantee.
Jesus.
I would bet money
coffee.
on that.
Or coffee.
Iced coffee or Diet Coke?
Iced coffee. Yeah, that's probably what it is. I don't know. I'm such a slut for water.